Welcome back to Alpha Cave. Another hit for the stock market. Wow. That one hurt, man. But I think it was expected. And we need to see how far this is going to keep on going. It's going to probably keep on going a little further because the coronavirus is just kicking up and it really hasn't even hit the United States, but it's already affecting the markets of the United States. Technology, travel, about everything. Disney is going down. About every stock that I own actually went down, except for a couple of them that actually went up, which I don't even know why they went up. But let's talk about a couple of those actually. Somebody mentioned AMD to me as being a good buy, that it would be a good purchase, and that's a company that I've actually been looking into, and it's actually down to 47.57, and it was about $10 or $11 more expensive recently. It went down another $1.55. So it keeps on going down like everything else. Chevron, which I said was probably a good entry point at $104, it's down to $171, and it went down another $4 actually. So now that's a better entry point, and it may go even further. Prudential, which we discussed, was down to 84.06, went down $3.77. Disney went down another $4.82. Now it's at $128.19. Now, on top of that, Disney went and replaced their CEO today, effective immediately, and most people were thinking it was going to be the person that was in charge of the streaming service, and it turned out to be the person that's in charge more of the parks. So I think investors were a little disappointed, and therefore the stocks dropped even further. However, of course, I think all of these are just bumps in the road that we're going to have to live with until we finally get back to where we should be with these stocks. Now, the other thing with Disney was a couple of things. One was the CEO was changed, and in addition is that their streaming service, they said, has a problem where it's lacking adult entertainment. So movies for more adults, and it's all child oriented, which I think actually is a good thing, because you have Netflix, which has more of the other movies, more adult entertainment type of movies, things like that, and then you have Disney. So I think Disney will complement Netflix rather well, so therefore I think both companies will do well. So I don't think it's such a bad thing, and I think Disney is going to keep on growing and changing how it does things, so some of their entertainment may change over time. But they do have a lot of movies that people like, and it did take away a lot of business from Netflix, and so it has a market for it, and I think it's going to keep on growing and growing and growing, and I think that's going to be a big money maker for Disney in the future. So let's keep on going for the other ones. Apple came down to 288.08, so that keeps on dropping. Not that I'm going to buy Google or the Alphabet stock, but I've been seeing how it dropped down. It was over 1,500 recently, and now it's at 1386.32. It dropped down $33.54 this last day today. Microsoft went down $2.82 to 168.07, and then you have, I was looking at BlackBerry also, and it's very inexpensive. It's $5.50 right now. It also went down 26 cents. So everything seems to be dropping, even stocks that have nothing to do with everything that's going on with the coronavirus. NRZ actually dropped some, and some of the other stocks I have that have nothing to do with anything, they also dropping. So it seems more like there's a panic going on, and there's a lot of sell-off, and people are just worried. They're trying to get some of their money back. I don't see any reason to rush into it. Like I've said in the past, this is money that we have that is extra, that we invest into the stock market in this sense. I love investing into these stocks, and then when there's these dips that you say, wow, it's a good entry point, it's one of those things that we're going to have to keep on studying. Now, as the coronavirus gets worse and worse and worse here, we're going to have to really look into what's going to happen, and we have to start studying, and this is one of those points that we have to really look at it and go, what effect is it going to have in all the different markets, and then know where we can actually invest into. And I want some ideas, and hopefully you guys can put down some ideas as to what markets do you think it's going to hit, so that we can then start looking into those and say yes or no and go back and forth on this one, because I think that's where a lot of us that invest can make some profit or possibly even lose money. So let's get some of those ideas rolling. Let's kind of comment on this video so that we can look to see where we can help each other out, and we'll take it from there. I want to go ahead and, again, I wasn't thinking of doing this type of video again today, but the stock market dropped, the coronavirus got worse. Now they're thinking of maybe whether the Olympics are going to be canceled or not, and they still have a few months to decide on that. But just imagine if the coronavirus hits here and then it starts infecting people in the United States, which it will, and it's gonna happen at some point. Hopefully we delay it a long time until we get some vaccines and get some medications that will treat it. If that's the case, then we're gonna do great. If we don't have anything that treats it effectively, then we're gonna suffer. And I'm thinking, if we're talking about sports, you know, football stadiums, basketball stadiums, baseball stadiums, very likely to be very empty if this is a bad infection at the time. And so we're going to have to wait to see how it affects every single market, and that's what we really have to study. And as people that invest, we really have to study this and go, okay, this is where we can actually put our money, and maybe in the long run we'll make some money and do good in this market. All right, guys, another coronavirus stock crash, and I think tomorrow's going to be the same thing, but I am going to move on, and I'm going to make videos on other things that I want to. And so the next video I'm going to be doing, which hopefully I'll record right now, is the biotech stock video. All right, guys, we're off the cave. Have a good night. Like and subscribe. Take care.